Hey, welcome to Cow Free Kicks. On this channel I review leather-free sneakers only, and today we've got an absolute banger from a fully plant-based company. It is the Flamingos Life Wairoas. Welcome to the channel. Now when I review a pair of sneakers, I always look into 5 different categories, and then at the end of the video I will give these Flamingos Life Wairoas an overall rating out of 5 stars. If you do like what you see as you're going along, please do not forget to click the little thumbs up like button below on your device, and whilst you're down there, if you've not done so already, please do take time to subscribe to the channel. So let's start this review off, as I always do, by checking these Wairoas out on feet. Flamingos Life have been around for about 10 years now, and they are a 100% vegan sneaker brand, and this is their latest silhouette, the Wairoas. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And they're currently available in 3 different colorways via the Flamingos Life website. I think this black smoke colorway hits in all the right places, as well as the other silver metallic colorway, and the other kind of plain, more subtle colorway is also really nice, as well as a nice summer shoe. And I think what they've done with a mixture of like bio-based and plant-based materials and recycled materials for these shoes is pretty insane when you consider the quality of work and the fact that looking at these you would not know that this is 100% vegan. Now you've got a mixture of materials on the upper, you've got this kind of black, more gloss leather effect material that sits on top of some other synthetic suede overlays that you get with the Flamingos Life branding in the middle of the foot, towards the rear of the sneaker, towards the top of the eye stays, and then all of that sits on top of recycled mesh kind of open weave upper, which I think looks really nice. You've got round laces with these, with some retro Flamingos Life branding. One thing I really like is the fact that you get these little details, these little hits here that almost look like retro car decals on the side of this. All of that sits on top of this really nicely carved out midsole unit that's got stabilization inserts here that are plastic to create a more stable underfoot feel for you. And then all of that sits on this nice rubberized outsole. Now it does look very much like a 2000s runner aesthetic, which is what it's based on. There's so many different materials that this shoe is made out of that I'm going to have to put that up on screen because I don't think I could cover them all off from memory. But there's so many plant-based and bio-based materials in this that they are trying to make more of an ethical shoe, and I think what they've done to create this shoe is really great. Now I want to talk more about their comfort, where I want to put this midsole to the test on my back doorstep. Not only are these Flamingos Life Wairoas easy on the eye, they're also incredibly easy on the foot too. They offer really nice comfort from toe to heel. You can see from the step test that I put a lot of pressure on this midsole unit, and you've got nice responsive give and bounce back all the way from toe to heel. And in the middle of the outsole and the midsole, you do also have these plastic inserts to add stability. So they really remind me of the Mizuno Wave Rider 10's underfoot. I really like the combination of the firmness that you get in the middle of the foot, but the softness where you get the rest of the midsole unit under the ball of your feet and the heel of the shoe as well. It's not a cushion-like, cloud-like softness underfoot. It does ride a little bit firmer, but I really enjoyed the ride that you got underfoot from these. And then on top of your feet, you've got a really nice foot entry hole. There's no issues with getting these on or off. There's a nice amount of padding around the foot entry and the ankle and the heel. There's really nice padding towards the top of the tongue with this retro brand detailing. In the rest of the shoe on top of your feet, it's really nice and soft. So overall, a really comfortable ride from these. And fit wise, they're an absolute true fit. So I'm a true fit in a pair of Nike size shoes in a UK size 10. So I went for the equivalent of these, which is an EU 45, and they fit me absolutely perfectly. If anything, they're a little bit too long in the toe, but that's mainly due to their shape because they are quite pointed towards the toe, these. But I've got slightly wider than average feet, but I had ample room within this wide toe box, so I didn't need to worry about going half a size up or half a size down. There is one thing I will mention about these is that they do ride quite low. You can see that these are quite a low profile shoe. They don't sit very high, and also they've got quite a low profile ankle and around the bottom of your ankle here. So I did feel like when I was wearing these, it did have quite an odd sensation around the bottom of my ankle and the heel, because I do think that they ride probably about half a centimetre lower than a standard retro 2000s trainer, like the Mizuno Wave Rider 10s, for example. But it did take a little bit of getting used to, but it didn't really impact the comfort too much. It was just a little bit of an odd sensation. Now I want to talk more about their weight, where I want to pop them on the scales. Coming in at 345 grams per shoe, that's a really nice weight for a pair of retro 2000 shoes that's got so many overlays on the top to create this really nice look, combined with a really nice size midsole unit and these plastic inserts for extra stability. I think any shoe under 350 grams and below can be considered a lightweight shoe. So coming in at 345, I do think they fit in the lightweight category. And as an everyday lifestyle sneaker, that is going to impact you wearing them every day, because having them on the lighter side means you're not going to feel overweight or lugging them around and them getting too heavy. Now I want to talk more about their breathability, where I want to pump this open mesh upper full of smoke to see how breathable it is. Really nice result in the breathability test. These actually perform better than I would have expected. These areas of open mesh really let the smoke escape very quickly and in large amounts. And you can see that there's those exposed areas as well around the Flamingos Life branding in the middle of the foot where the smoke escaped. And also the tongue is also nicely perforated too, so you did get quite a lot of smoke release there. Now the padding for the inside of the shoe does start about 2/3 of the way back, so it's not going to be all round breathability, but I do think the breathability you get from these exposed mesh areas in the upper are going to offer you enough to make them a really nice breathable pair of sneakers. And now let's kind of moving on to their price. Now these will set you back £165, and I don't think that's too bad, to be honest. I think it's a really fair price for a shoe that looks good, feels good, performs very well in the breathability and weight as well, but also has such a great message behind it that you can have a shoe that looks like this. A really nice 2000 runner aesthetic that's comfortable, lightweight and breathable, and it doesn't have to be made from anything other than 100% vegan and in some cases bio-based material. So I think that's a very fair price considering the amount of production processes that have gone into making this shoe. So overall, I'm going to give these shoes a nice 5 stars, and that's because I just think what they've done is a really, really good job overall. I don't think there's too many areas where I'd improve it. I'd probably make the shoe overall just stand a little bit taller, because I do think they look a little bit flat. But other than that, I think they're really nice and comfortable underfoot. I think they look really good. I think they're really nice and breathable. I think they've got really great weight for what they are, and I think the price point's good too. So I don't think there's too many things I'd improve. So 5 stars for me is a pretty fair score. If you agree or disagree, don't forget to leave a comment below. You can also drop the video a like before you leave, and don't forget you can follow me on Instagram too. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye.